So we're in Clovis, California. We just finished putting in an Avanti cartridge for this Price Pfister valve. This is the old style pull-on, left is hot, cold is right. And so it was snapped off in about 3 pieces. When we got it apart, it was in pieces. Fortunately, the cartridge came out. We just a pair of needle nose pliers, got it out of there, no big deal. Brand new Avanti cartridge in there. We turned it on before we put the handle back on there, the little knob, just to check it, make sure it wasn't leaking. It's in good shape. Everything's greased up real good. We ran it to check for hot flow and cold flow, so it's functioning correctly now. And these are, they're very delicate. It's all plastic construction inside the brass body. So you really, when you pull it on, just gently, just pull it out, and when you turn it off, there's no need to slam that thing shut. Just push it closed, and you're done. When you go to hot, just turn it until it stops. Don't don't try and turn it further to get more hot water. You won't get more hot water out of this. Same thing for cold, and of course it's per user experience. Homeowners usually are pretty good about taking care of their equipment, and then of course if you have guests over, if you have children are the worst. Obviously, I've got 4 of them. So they'll hammer these things all day long, every day of the week, twice on Sunday. So that's done. Avanti cartridge installed right from Price Pfister. We don't use anything besides original equipment. Over here, we had some problems with the valves. Hot and cold, they were dripping. Was trying to get a little bit of work done on this faucet. It's a Pfister faucet, widespread. We'll get the manufacturer to identify which one it is and what cartridge is going there. But we turn these multi-turn shut-off valves off, and they begin to drip. So we got them turned back on and went ahead and tightened on the packing nut. They're about as tight as you want to go. I mean, the more you tighten those, the more the risk you run of something snapping off, and then you got water in the face and water on the floor. So they're pretty tight. Cold water is currently off, in the off position, to stop the dripping at the faucet. So there's no dripping, which means cold cartridge needs a replacement. Hot is still on. So you've got hot water at the faucet, which is fine. You can use it or use the one that's two faucets in the bathroom, so you can use the one next to you. So, we put wrenches on those. Those are good, nice and tightened down. We did ask that you put a piece of some paper towel down here underneath each of these shut-off valves, just to monitor any water, because you always want to know when the water begins. If you wait too long, it gets up and it begins to soak into different building materials. If it gets to drywall, then you always run the risk of mold. If it gets down underneath the cabinet area, it's contained and you just don't know what's going on. So anyways, that's the installation in the master bath upstairs. Outside of that, we are done.